Scorpio, Happy New Year. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. We're doing a January 2025 intuitive reading, Scorpio, because I feel like that's what I'm being called to do. All right, so this is going to be a little different than what I normally do as it relates to the layout. And I am looking on my computer because I like to pull up the information as it relates to your reading, like my own personal notes and stuff. All right, so let's go ahead, because sometimes this is, I don't know if I've ever shared this, maybe I have on a live stream, but sometimes when I'm just busy doing my day, I will get like flashes of information, and I will write it down, because I'll say, oh, that's for Scorpio, or that's for Aries, Libra, whatever. And so I always jot those insights down. All right, so Scorpio, let's see what you need to know for in the new year, January 2025. All right, so we've got the Knight of Rods, Knight of Wands. This means support and assistance as it relates to work. I feel like some of you, it's like you're trying to decide whether or not you want to stay where you are or take advantage of a new opportunity. Because I feel like this Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, are new opportunities coming for you in January, Scorpio. But you need to figure out whether or not that's what you want to do. All right. The other thing we got is that Six of Wands. You're attracting a lot of attention. Scorpios always do. Scorpio, you're always like the center of attention. People are just drawn to your energy. They are drawn to your light. They are drawn to you physically, because you just exude that. All right. So you're going to have to really utilize that to your advantage as we move into this new year. Now, we also have the Moon card. The Moon card means that sometimes we don't know what we don't know, but it's not necessarily a reason to not move forward or not make a decision on something. All right. Sometimes you just have to trust in the unknown and understand that you do the best you can with what you do know. All right. Finally, we got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups means that you're going to have to make a difficult choice about letting something go. And you may even regret that you have to make the choice, Scorpio, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Sometimes we have to let go of something in order to make room for what it is we truly desire. All right, let's see what else shows up for Scorpio for January 2025. What do we need to know for Scorpio in the new year? All right, the Justice card is a decision being made in your favor in the second week of January. That's really good. Again, I feel like there's a lot of work stuff happening for you, Scorpio, in the month of January. Like whatever it is you do to pay the bills, either your job, your business, if you go to school, like whatever you're doing as your livelihood, that's what you're going to see the biggest changes in January. Either new opportunities, new directions, or you just deciding to make different decisions as it relates to that. All right, next up we do have the Five of Wands. Looks like you're going to have a serious conversation about somebody, about your job, or about school, or about your business. All right, that's what this is here. Next up we do have the Hangman. Now the Hangman means that you come to the realization that you have to make a sacrifice in some way, shape, or form in order to get to where you want to go or to have the things you want to have. You know, it's just a realization, but it doesn't mean it's easy. But you kind of come to grasp of that reality, Scorpio, and you realize, you know, I've got to give something up. But again, it's not because you're losing something. It's because you're gaining something. All right, we do have that Ten of Swords next up. That means you're healing from something that was very emotionally painful, even emotionally traumatic in some way. But that's good because you are no longer being hindered or held back by those emotions. Finally, we've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse. That's a very positive card. Doesn't matter how it shows up in my readings. It means you're getting what you want. The answer is yes. Positivity, success, joy, celebration, all of those things. It may not be to the extent that you want it to be, but it's still good. All right, so let's see what else shows up for Scorpio for the month of January 2025. All right, you definitely have some travel plans on the horizon, Scorpio. That's exciting. All right, look at these good cards. All right, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, new relationship. I feel like this is going to be personal and professional for a lot of you. Yep, personal and professional, new relationship. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean romantic, but it could be a new friendship, could be a new connection. Then you've got good news about money coming in. You know, a lot of the signs have been getting this, and I'm feeling like for some of you, this is work and this is going to be a tax thing. That's what's coming through loud and clear. Either good news about money related to work or good news about money as it relates to your taxes, because we are moving into tax season. All right, so future planning is going to be put on hold. I feel like these two cards are related because it looks like you're going to be making changes in some travel plans in the middle of January, probably for a trip you either have at this time or a trip that you are planning sometime in the year of 2025. Then we've got the Knight of Cups. This is emotional support. Now, I feel like this is somebody showing up for you, but they fall or they fail or fall back on a promise. Somebody makes you a promise, but they don't follow through, or they under-deliver, like they overpromise and under-deliver. That's what this is here. Now, this could be in your personal life or a work life, but understand somebody's going to, you know, promise you the stars and the moon, and they fall short of that, all right? And you probably know what that situation or who that person is. All right, Scorpio. So let's see what else we need to know for the sign of Scorpio for January 2025. What are the intuitive messages we need for the new year? All right, so we got that Page of Rods, Page of Wands. That's some type of an announcement coming as it relates to your work. And it's unexpected because that card is in the reverse. All right, so unexpected news about work, career, maybe the industry that you run your business in. All right, so I feel like it's a surprise, but I feel like it's a good surprise. I feel like that's social media for some of you. I don't know why, for those of you who do work online or maybe you do social media, digital media, content creation stuff, there's a surprise announcement that you were not expecting, which is good. All right, we also got the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands means things happen ahead of schedule or the timing just works out for you. Timing is on your side towards the end of January. We also have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. That means that it's going to be a time for you to step back a little bit as it relates to you doing, right? There's a time for taking action. There's also a time for allowing ourselves to kind of evaluate what we've been doing before we keep doing what we're doing, right? Giving yourself time to observe, giving yourself time to make decisions if you want to keep going the direction you're going. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. This is financial literacy, financial education. This is also an indicator that, Scorpio, it may be time for some of you to invest. Again, if it makes sense for you. Remember, we don't take any risks, but if it makes sense, the end of January is going to be an ideal time for you to invest, to grow your money. Finally, we've got the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card that talks about healing from something that was emotionally upsetting. In other words, you've released you've forgiven, you've processed, or you've settled those feelings within you, and they no longer are getting in the way of you being clear about what it is that you want. All right, so this is emotional healing. It's a very beautiful card, and it's a very powerful card because it means that you are in a position to move forward and you're not being hindered in any way, like I said. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a secret manifestation card. Ooh, this is a good one. Be aware of your power. Whenever you think of it, bring yourself back to the awareness of now. Do it hundreds of times each day. Remember, all of your power is in your awareness of your power. Be aware of your power, Scorpio. All right, you're way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Happy New Year.